Hey, Team Rise Above. I've been talking to a few of you lately, and seems there's a common theme with people just dealing with some bouts of discouragement. And so I wanted to make this video and post to just try and help you out a little bit. We have some new people in the group, and that we have people dealing with getting started, and the start of a fitness journey is so hard, and you're kind of torn between, well, I know that I need to do this, but I don't really want to do this. And I just got to tell you, I know, I understand that. And confession time, I don't actually like to work out either. I also don't like getting up early in the morning. But yet I find myself every day looking forward to my 4 a.m. wake up so that I can go and work out in the gym. So how can I say that I don't like it but yet look forward to it at the same time? Um, what I've been able to do is to teach myself to love what I hate. And what I mean by that is, we don't have to like the growth process, because growth is hard. It deals with sometimes being broke down, or going through some trials or some challenges, or extending or pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. And this is true in fitness. It's true in everything. If you want to learn a new skill, play guitar, you have to acquire that skill through practice, and it's hard at first, and it's discouraging, and you might get calluses on your fingers, and they may split and bleed. And so it's the same if you're trying to work on a relationship. Relationships, if it means something to you, you got to work at it, and you have to grow in that relationship, and you grow closer as a couple by going through rough times together. And so, I just so how do I teach myself to love what I hate? How do you do that? It sounds counterintuitive, and it is a little bit, but so there's three things that you can do to help you build this skill. And the first one is focus on why. Focus on your purpose, the reason you're doing it. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to play guitar? Why do you want to build that relationship with that person? And the more personal the why, and the more attached to emotion that why is, the greater the motivator it is. For my fitness journey, my why is pretty simple, and that is that I love my family. I realized that it was selfish and irresponsible of me to continue the reckless, self-gratifying lifestyle I was leading that was adding to my obesity. And so I wanted to not die. I wanted to be around for my children and my wife. And I wanted to, not leave them fatherless, not leave my wife a widow. And, my why for building this Beachbody business is very similar to that. If I'm going to be around for them, I might as well be available for them. And so I'm trying to build this business so that I can be that. The other focus is, so focus on why. Next thing is shift your focus onto your results. Now, when you're at the beginning of your journey, all you really have is your why. But as you start to build momentum, and as you start to get going, you start to develop results. You start to lose that weight, or get stronger, or earn that first paycheck, or whatever your endeavor is. you start to see the results of the work you've been putting in. And those results then can fuel your motivation to keep going. And so focus on the results and track the results. If you don't track them, you might lose track that you're actually improving. And so that's an important thing as well. Next, and then the third shift of focus is to focus on attitude. There's this quote by William James. I'll just read it here. It says, "It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome." A lot of times we're defeated before we even start. As a basketball coach, I would see this all the time where the game didn't come down to which team was better. The game came down to which team was confident, which team had a reputation. And that worked in our favor sometimes and it worked against us sometimes, but it was a fact I saw play out over and over again. Now, so your attitude is something that you actually are in control of. You can choose your attitude. And it's not easy to do, but it's possible. And so there's a little strategy you can use to kind of refocus that your thinking so that you can bring your attitude around to where you need it to be. It's from Dr. Ben Carson, the neurosurgeon who's kind of a politician now, and he has this best-worst analysis that he uses. So you ask yourself these 4 questions. What is the best thing that can happen if I do this? And what is the worst thing that could happen if I do this? And then what is the best thing that can happen if I don't do this? What's the best thing that can happen what's the worst thing that could happen if I don't do this? So best and worst for if you do it, best and worst for if you don't. And use those questions to kind of realign your thinking, sort out your attitude, and get you going down the right path. And then, and so those 3 strategies, if you employ those, and I've done it myself in my own life in a lot of different areas, fitness is just one of them, but learn to love what you hate. So how does a guy who hates working out and is definitely not a morning person end up being a guy who finds himself eagerly awaiting his 4 a.m. rise and grind? And it's because I am not focusing on waking. I am not focusing on the actual repetitions of exercise. I'm making a conscious choice to have a positive attitude in the parts of the growth process. And I'm looking forward to the feeling that I get by waking up early and being in control of my day, not having it dictated by being late or running short on time or rushing, but by, taking control of it and owning it and getting up on my terms. And then exercise-wise, I'm looking forward to the endorphin rush that you get after you're done exercise and the focused and more alert mental state it puts you in throughout the day. I notice and I track and I celebrate results along the way so that I can recognize the consistent effort that I put in every day pays off. And then encompassing all of that, reigning over all of that is my why. That I love my family and that they need me to be the best version of me that I can be. I hope that helps you and gives you some encouragement. Hey, I'm available for one-on-one coaching in this area or anywhere else if you need to just, talk to somebody about how to be motivated or what you can do. That's, hit me up. That's what I'm here for. I'd love to chat with you and help you out. So, get stronger every day. God bless.